what's up? So today my video is strictly like an organizational video. I know many of you have experienced getting a new student during sometime the beginning of the year, mid-year, or end of the year. And it's one of those things where I'm gonna speak for myself. In my years of experience, I have been in that situation where the secretary of the school or the registrar of the school comes and brings you a brand new student and you have nothing ready, prepared for your brand new student. And it's like middle of class or the very start of school, maybe like 15 minutes before school starts, and it's like, here you go. And it takes everything in you not to scream in front of them, because you're just like, no, you know, I only have X amount of this, X amount of that. And through the years, I have learned the importance of being organized and prepared for if you get a new student. Now, I have been in that boat where I feel chaotic all over the place and it's like I'm scrambling just to have stuff for that new student. I've learned with the blessing of Pinterest too, that there's a way to be organized for those new kiddos that you get. In years past, there's been times where I've received, you know, 2, 3, 4 new students in a whole new school year. And there's been times where I haven't gotten any new students. But in any case, you want to be prepared for it. So I don't know what they call this, y'all, but I know I've seen it on Pinterest for the last couple years. But I just call it, you know, my new student baggie. And it's just a Ziploc bag. And basically what I do is I just put everything in here that I feel that new student is going to need before I get into this chaotic, to eliminate the chaotic feeling. And, you know, being a new kid, I don't know what it's like to be a new kid in a new school because I've never experienced that. But I can only imagine how terrifying it might feel on the inside for a new kid to come in, and then they come into this new school, new classroom, and a teacher looks, 1, irritated that you're there, 2, the teacher looks flustered and all over the place like they don't know what they're doing. Like, that could be kind of a scary, uncomfortable feeling. And I never ever want a child to feel uncomfortable coming into my classroom. So I just want to share with you and explain to you how smoothly this has helped me. So for example, this school year we started off with 8 teachers on my team. Well, based on numbers, we had to lose one of our teachers, and that was the newest hire. She got a job at a different school teaching 1st grade still, but she had to leave our campus, which means we had to split her class up into the remaining 7 classes. So that gave me like 2 extra kiddos. So with that said, when those 2 extra kiddos came into my room, I wasn't all flustered and all over the place trying to scramble up stuff because I had one of these. I usually have these, about 3 or 4 of these already prepped and ready to go, just to be safe. I wouldn't just do one because you just never know. I would have at least 4 of these already prepped and ready to go. I always, at the beginning of the year, we always start off with the All About Me bag. And that's just basically a bag that just where they put 5 things in. It's like a getting to know you activity. So I always make sure that that new student gets this to bring the next day. I always have a spare, like I always, when Walmart has the big sale with crayons, back to school sale, I always make sure I grab me a good box of crayons because you just never know. So I always make sure there's crayons in there because we're always doing something where we have to color. And then I always make sure they have this lanyard because our students have to wear a lanyard all day long. And so I always make sure they have one of these so we're not scrambling around for that. We use dry erase markers a lot, so I have a dry erase marker in there. And then for their parents and stuff, I just make sure that I have my All About Me page on here. And then I also make sure that they get the promise page as well. Just a little warm something for the parents so that they can see. And then let me cover this up. So then I have my remind information. I have my remind sticky note, and then this parent contact form that I like to keep. I think it's important for me just so I know some information about the family. And then I also have the folders that Firsty is gonna need. So we have our writing folder, so I just write their name. Now at the beginning of the year, it's usually I type the kids' names on there, but when it's a new kiddo, I just leave it blank and I just write their name nicely at the top. So I make sure they have a writing folder, their poetry folder, they have their orange work folder where they put unfinished work in. They have their take-home folder. This is their daily take-home folder with all the information that goes inside there already ready to go. And then their blue math folder. So those are the items that I make sure I have inside of there that they will be able to survive. I don't put pencils in there because I have a pencil supply situation that I use and do. So I don't worry about the pencil situation. And then everything else, I can like send a note home to parents and just say, hey, they need a pencil box, or if they don't come with that stuff, just to be prepared. So I just wanted to share that organization tip with you guys, just because it has really helped me, because I know for many years when I would get a new student here and there, I was chaotic. Like I was all over the place, I was scrambling for stuff, and this just eliminates all of that nonsense, so you don't have to worry about that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope you're having an amazing school year this far. I think we've been in school today will be day 42 school days. So we've just been rocking and rolling. Parent teacher conferences are coming up. I've started a few, but next week and then the following week is when they really start rolling in. So anyway guys, I just wanted to say happy organization with that. I hope that helps you. If you have some organization tips for when brand new kiddos come in, leave them in the comments below. Let's share, let's spread the love, and get ideas from one another. And until next time, don't forget to always pray, because God will truly always make a way. I love you guys. It's crazy hair day today, so I have to get this stuff a little crazy. Bye.